Well, let's try this one. In response to one of our troubleshooting a pool heater videos on YouTube, where is the fireman switch or fuse on the Mastertemp 400? I checked the main fuse in the headers in the heater's bigger box, but don't see any other fuses. I did take off my main board to look behind it, nothing. Asking as power gets to my heater and seems to stop at the board. Bought a new membrane, that didn't work either. Nothing on the digital display works, it's dead with no error codes.
So
Let's see, this might be, oh, here's an add-on. It's 2 years old, it was working great until all of a sudden the digital display went dark. The transformer is pulling out power to the board and the fuse in the main heater panel is good. Bought the new membrane, hooked it up, nothing, so is thinking it's potentially the board. What are your thoughts?
Well, I can tell you that heater does not have a fusible link in it, and here's why. In the past, you had a heat exchanger that hung above the burner tray, and the burner tray the flame would come up and go through the exchanger, heat the water, and the exhaust would go out the top. And what would happen is if you had a suppression, you had air that pushed it down, that flame, instead of it coming up, if air was pushed the opposite direction, the wind or something, it would roll that flame out to the front and potentially catch all of the components on fire. That's why there was a fusible link or a fireman switch. In this particular case, the technology is very different. If you look at the inside of the filter to the heater today, you have an enclosed sealed housing that has a circular coil where the water travels through, and the flame comes out of the middle of it and is blasted to the side in a completely closed container. And then there's an electronic or a vented heater that draws the exhaust out. So there's no need today for a fusible link. Likely what it is you have a component gone, likely the board. By everything that you've said there, I would suspect that something in the electronics itself fried. Whether it was a power surge, whether it's just a normal failure within the system itself, but that's likely what it is.
Okay, let us know if you do figure out what it is and if you're able to get it to work.